Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Pedal. Now today is a little different because today is the very first car review here on Beyond the Pedal on the YouTube channel. Now I've done a few car reviews before on the website and you can always go check those out, but today is a very first YouTube walk around of my very own car, my BMW 118 diesel M Sport. That's right, today my trusty BMW 118 diesel M Sport up for a review. I'll be showing you around the outside, having a little bit on the inside, some footage of us driving around, and yeah, in general just going for a classic learning how to review a car. So this should be a good laugh and I really hope you enjoy it. Let's have a little look around, shall we? So, as you can see from the pictures there, the BMW 118 diesel M Sport E81 for all you model fans out there. You know, it's a nice car. The exterior looks good, it's aged really well, doesn't look out of place. Yeah, I can't argue with it. Personally, I love the outside of this car. I think it looks really, really nice. The E81, the three-door version, it's, you know, it's still quite a stylish looking car. Stylish looking car. You know, it's aged quite well. It still has that nice bit of presence about it with the, you know, the M Sport, some styling on it as the styling of the M Sport package on it, which is really nice. But yeah, I think it's aged really well. I think it looks nice from the outside. Let's go take a look at what it looks like on the inside. Do you like what I did there? The classic YouTuber inside the car entrance. Anyway, that's by the by. Interior of this car, let's be honest, it's pretty much business as usual. And the car has aged, it's, as I've said before, just like the exterior, it's aged really well. You know, nothing inside feels cheap, it feels well made. And considering this car's, you know, coming up for 12 years old next year, nothing feels really all that dated. I mean, outside of course the infotainment system, nothing really feels dated. Moving from right to left, I'll just go from, you know, just the door handles, the sort of like this material that's on the side. It's not like cheap plastic or anything. The rubber on the seals and this leather trim on the door handles. Steering wheel itself, it's nice and chunky. You know, that M Sport chunky steering wheel feel that we all know and love. Everything's easily accessible. You know, your indicators on the left and right, your windscreen washers on the right, and of course your cruise control there as well. Yeah, cruise control, that's right. And again, you got your bits and pieces for your multifunction steering wheel. View is really nice as well, and a good setup in the car with these seats that just tend to just hug you really nicely. I like these seats, and the reason why I notice how much I like these seats is when I get back into this car after driving somebody else's, I notice how much these M Sport seats kind of hug you. The half leather, half cloth, I like that. I like a half leather, half cloth. You know, these seats really do, you know, hold you in really nicely, and I like that. You know, your start stop, you know, ignition button, which is quite cool. You know, put your key in. Yeah, put your key in, hit the button, and away you go. I like that. Again, moving over the side again, you know, you got full, you know, climate control, auxiliary port, charging ports. Yes, it hasn't got Bluetooth. Yes, the infotainment system's a little bit dated now, but you know, you could quite easily, you know, get that changed if you wanted to. Yeah, that's probably mainly it from where you'd be sitting as a driver side. The gear levers at a nice comfortable reach over, as is the handbrake. There's no sort of worry about reaching for one or the other, which I quite like. There's a handy little glove compartment, a sunglasses compartment that I like to use. The rear view mirror, again, there's plenty of room and you can see around the back. And there is quite a good amount of visibility. You know, from here I can see everything. Even this pillar isn't too big and cumbersome, which is, again, quite a nice thing, really. So yeah, everything inside just feels just really, really nice. And like I say, considering it's 12 years old, it still feels, you know, really well presented. You know, just feels, yeah, very BMW, I'm afraid. Very BMW, very well made, very well designed. There's msport badges everywhere. But yeah, inside's really nice. Just kind of like the outside. Anyway, less of that. I suppose really it's time to go for a drive. Let's go. So yes, there you go, the inside, the outside, shaping up to be quite the car. But of course, it's how it drives, I suppose, really is what we want to be talking about. And I do like the way this car drives, I really do. Sure, it's not going to blow your mind with an insane 0 to 60 time, and the 118 diesel M Sport I think gives you a fair bit on the road that you need to get you around. You can have a lot of fun with it. Gives you good fuel economy, which is obviously something that we need at the moment. But yes, it's not going to blow you out. If it's got a nice bit of torque, you can just throw it around when you want to, around the little twisties. The M Sport handling, you know, BMW, let's be honest here, it's not exactly poor, is it? You can kind of chuck this car wherever you want and it will go there. Ideal, really. I've had this car now for about coming up to 4 years, and I'll be honest with you, it hasn't really steered me wrong. It's got me from A to B. It's been an absolute workhorse when I've needed it to. I've clocked up an insubordinate amount of mileage. I think I'm actually at 151,000 miles I've racked up in this car. And all I've done is serviced it when you're supposed to. Who knew that would work? But yes, if you look after your car, it will look after you. And she has done. 151,000 miles, and I've serviced it. Probably service it every 4 to 6 months with the amount of miles that I'm doing. But it hasn't steered me wrong.
Dancing in the corner of your mind, I know you are lost inside the labyrinth. There can be many of your kind. Somehow you got stuck in all this mess you're in. And when you want something bad, heaven's on fire, love's in the air. I don't need your answers, you're running the fire. Never be the reason you lose your desire.
The gearbox. It's got a nice throw to it. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's got a nice throw in it. I like changing gears, nice bit of satisfaction. It's got a nice mechanical feel to it. Something that BMW, the old manuals in the E81, which I do believe this is, the 3-door 1 Series, does really, really well. Of course, the newer ones aren't as good, but of course, their automatic gearboxes are the best in the business, so they say. Which leads me nicely onto the pedal setup. Again, easy, you know, I'm not twisted. The clutch is nice. I can change gear well. Brakes. Yep, they work. Obviously, if they didn't, failing an MOT, naturally. Generally, day-to-day driving in this 1 Series BMW, this 118 diesel M Sport, which is mine, my baby, my workhorse, I've had no real reason to change the car. Obviously I want something maybe a little bit quicker eventually, but for the time being, I'm actually really enjoying it. You know, I'm actually really enjoying it. Well, that's the end of today's little video. Nothing too wild, just me and my very first car review, and naturally it's got to be my own car, hasn't it? So, hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, you know what to do. Give us a like, maybe a little subscribe, leave a comment please. I'd love to know what your thoughts were on this video and ways in which I can probably improve it, which I know I probably can do. But yeah, just let me know. Also, please don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Beyond the Pedal. For more content, information, go check out the website beyondthepedal.co.uk. Thanks guys, signing off for now, and we'll see you on the next one. See you later.